For the first secret exit here, we're just going to work our way through this level all the way to the end, basically. Try to avoid being hit by those flowers. As you see there, I timed my spin a little bit late. There is replacements, though, as you can see, they're pretty much all over the map. So if you do lose one, of course, go ahead and grab another. Past the checkpoint, past these pipes, up over this little ledge here. Careful of this guy. And then once we get over this little ledge, past this fire plant here, we'll have a bunch of those little flying guys coming at us here. We'll just skip right past them, over this pipe, and if you don't have the blocks already filled in, you'll have to do what I did here and fly up. Otherwise, if you have your blocks already filled in, you can just run right up that wall. That's the first exit there on Donut Plains 2. We're now on the Donut Secret 1. For this one, we're going to be doing a similar thing towards the end of the level itself. We'll be using a key. There is a specific block that you need to break. Took a hit there. Timed my spin again, a little bit wrong. Now past this little ledge underneath these fish here, there is an extra guy down here below. I'll grab it real quick since I took that hit earlier. Under these fish, past this block, and then we'll be coming to a switch on the ground. You'll have to grab this P-switch here. Bring it on over here. If you take a hit, don't worry about it. To where you see these blocks here. Now drop the switch, and when you step on it, it'll open this for you. And if you hit this block on the end, it'll drop a key. Throw the key in the hole, and that is secret exit number 2. For the third one here, we're actually going to go back up just to fill in the switch block real quick. So we'll come up to this level here, Donut Plains 2. And for this one, it'll be a similar experience. You got to go mostly towards the end of the level. This is probably about halfway to 2/3 of the way through the level when you find the pipe. We're looking for a pipe coming out of the ceiling. It'll be a green one. Avoid this little guy here. If you accidentally shoot him or kill him a little bit too late and kick the shell, you might be trapped in here with it, so just be careful. This level's pretty easy, but it is very slow. Grab yourself the feather there. Careful not to get squished. That's just coins. And now in this section here, this is where we're going to be looking for the pipe. It'll be towards the end of this little area. Alright, and this little section here, right beside this, you'll be able to get yourself another feather if you have the blocks filled in. You can see I don't have them quite yet, but that spot there will be a green block. Now, it's not the first pipe there, it's actually this pipe here that we're looking for, the shorter green one. And when you get in here, careful of this kicker, this football guy here. Now, when you land over here, you're going to have to fly up into the ceiling right next to that block. Tiny little gap there, and there's the key and the keyhole. So there is secret exit number 3 down. Now we're going to go back to that ghost house that was down here in the corner. Donut Secret House. Now work your way all the way to the end of this first area here. Once you get through here, you can kind of just fly past everything else if you'd like. Right into this doorway. Now from this door, we're going to work our way to the left. Jump through this little circle here, and then up and over the ghosts into the other area. Now there's a P-switch right here on your left. We're going to grab this P-switch, and then we're going to fly up into the ceiling. And you'll notice a little gap right here where you can land on this ledge. When you jump on the P-switch, a door will appear, and this is the secret exit area here, but there's a little mini boss fight you get to do with Boo. So just grab these blocks. You have to hit them 3 times. Be wary that those 2 smaller Boos obviously will come after you if you're not looking at them. So just be careful with how you position yourself. It's not too tricky of a fight otherwise. And there's 3. So that takes care of him. Now this will be secret exit number 4 done. Now we're going to work our way up to the next ghost house here in this area. Right up above this level here. Now in this ghost house, just right at the start, turn back around and fly your way up and land on this ledge. All you have to do is run all the way to the end of this, and there will be a little hole in the floor basically where you can drop down below. Go ahead and do so. And hit these 4 blocks to get 4 free lives. And then when you go through the doorway, you'll be at the end. Run through this gateway there, and there it is. That is the 5th secret exit. For number 6 here, Got to make your way through a lot of this level as well. Be mindful of these bats here and these turtles down below. You might run into them. Otherwise, once you clear this little area here in this section, you're going to have to jump off your Yoshi to hit that block, and then jump off of them again to get onto the vine. Climb the vine up, and you'll find the key in the keyhole right here. That was number 6. Number 7 will open up here on the left side. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into that level. For this one, if you have a Yoshi, you will have to leave him, but you can fly your way up here, jump onto this pipe, and then there's going to be 2 vines you can climb here. The first one in that center block, the second one here on the left. And then once we get to the top of these vines, we're just going to run back and forth on this little ledge until you can fly. Make sure you have enough speed, and then take off on this side and just land on this ledge and go through this pipe. This brings you into this new little area here, and careful, there is another football kicker there, and that's the end goal right there, number 7 done. Now for 8, we're going to go back to the water level down right past where the first one is we did in here. Right there. And on your way down, careful of the fish. I have landed next to him before and taken a hit by accident. Swim right on through here, up into this vine. Again, if you have a Yoshi, you're going to have to leave him here. Now, when we get to this little section here, careful. I ran right into that turtle because I tried to spin, but I spun too late. When you drop down into here, you're going to swim your way to the right just a little ways. We'll go past these 2 fish, and that's those 3 blocks right above us, basically, to this singular block here, where if you jump on top of it and on this ledge, we can go back towards our left where we just came from. Head back that direction and grab this P-switch. Now once you're through those coins, activate it and jump your way back over here where you'll find a key, and if you drop down in the water and then swim off to your right, careful of these fish here, there is the keyhole. That's number 8 done now. For number 9, we're going to work our way up to the bridge, and you're actually going to be doing the, I think this is called the cheese bridge area level. For this one, it's a bit slow here on the little floating pad, so I apologize for that. But outside of that, the level itself is pretty easy, so if you climb up on top, use that platform, it'll be a very smooth ride all the way across. You won't have to really dodge much of anything. And we're nearing the end of it now. That should be the last saw I believe we have to clear. On the very bottom platform there, you'll notice it falls off. As soon as you see that, you'll know you're right here. Now on this little section, I'm going to catch some air, like run back and forth on this platform that's coming up, and then we're just going to fly forward a little ways to skip some of this. And as you descend here, if you use Yoshi, you can just bounce on these saw blades to keep yourself up. Hit those 2, and instead of hitting this one, you have to go underneath it, jump up behind it, and now run to the end. And this will be number 9. For secret exit 10, we're going to be going down into the forest area now. So we're going to work our way up to the right. Drop on down this secondary ladder. And here we are. Forest of Illusion 1 will be secret exit number 10. Pretty simplistic. Work your way through most of the level like usual. This secret exit is literally right at the end, so you will have to complete this entire level basically to get to it. You can go up and over like I did there, or you can just go underneath. It doesn't really matter either way. Once you get to the checkpoint, you'll have this little final stretch of a bunch of enemies falling here. And clear through this, jump up onto this log platform, and you'll see the keyhole right below us there. Once you get to the end of this, if you hit the little block down there, it'll give you the little puffy guy. Fat Mario, I don't know what this is called actually, like Balloon Mario, Fat Mario, something like that. But use him to work your way back underneath. Careful of this one flying turtle there. And then just activate this block to get the key. As soon as you shrink, you'll drop down, grab the key, throw it in the keyhole, and we are done with this one. So 10 secret exits finished, now we're on 11. The ghost house right here, this will be number 11. Similarly to finishing this level, the correct way, you'll basically be doing the exact same steps with one exception right at the end. There's actually 2 doors. You see the one right above our head there. If you work your way all the way to the right, go through this first door, or a little entrance area, I guess, it's not really a door, into this room. What I was trying to do right here was run back to the left and fly up and over the ledge to save a little bit of time, but as you can see, I failed. So, continuing on the way you're supposed to go, if you go through that door into this room, Once you get to the end of this, you'll have to grab yourself a P-switch in another secret door to get you up to where we saw that door above us in the beginning of the level. Be mindful of the little booze. And here we go. On top of this is the P-switch. Drop your way down, make sure you clear at least a couple of these coins so you can get in this second area. And then this door brings us up top. So now as we work our way back to the left, you're going to go past a door. Don't go through the first one you see. This one here, skip that, jump over, and then head a little bit further left to find the second door. And this will be your secret exit here. There we go. That's 11 done. Now we're going to drop down to the water level on the right side there. Here we are, Forest of Illusion 2. This one, similarly, partially about halfway, 2/3 of the way through the level before you can get to the secret exit here. This one, you just swim forward. It's a pretty simplistic level as well. Just be careful of the little spiky guys, and there's a couple of tight spots with like these fish here. Up and around this little section, and drop down into here. I usually stick off to the left because, as you can see, that spiky ball guy is normally on the right side at that time, so you can just sneak right past him. I stick to the left here as well, avoid all the fish, and we can go up and over, or you can go underneath here. Either way leads to the same spot. I should have actually gone underneath since the fish were at the bottom when I got here, so I had to wait a little bit longer, but not a big deal. Patience is a virtue in this game. Once these two go up, we're going to progress further to the right, past these sleeping fish, past these little spiky guys. Careful if you come down this way, there is a sleeping fish here in the corner, just so you know. We're going to keep pushing up to the right though. And then through this little section, we're actually going to be working our way back down once we clear this here. Past these spiky guys. And then down to your left, you'll notice a little block with like a big or an up mushroom right there. Skip past that and you can actually walk right through this wall. Just swim right on over the other side and you'll find the key in the keyhole. There's that. That's 12 done. For 13, we're just going to head straight down. There we are, Forest of Illusion 3. This level, the secret exit is literally at the end. It's like 2 feet before you would have just finished the level on your own. So go ahead and progress your way all the way through the level like you normally would. I lost a little bit of momentum here, so I couldn't fly over the pipe. There we go. Checkpoint right there. And once you get up to this next coming section, right after this jump here, there you go. You can fly over a lot of this level by just keeping your momentum up. Same thing with this section here. If you were moving quick enough, you can just jump right up and fly through it all. Obviously, I messed up, but... Now when you get up onto this pipe, drop on down, and you'll find the key right inside of here. Just like so. So we're on 13. Now this will be 14 over here. Forest of Illusion 4. This level is also fairly simplistic, but this little cloud guy can be a nuisance, especially if you're not quick. If you slow down at all, he'll keep up with you, and those spiky guys will land in front of you or on top of you instead of behind you. Once you get to this little section here, you'll notice he goes away. And after the checkpoint, it's the very next section, basically. Jump up onto this pipe here, drop inside, and there's the key and keyhole. Boom. 14 done now. Now we're going to work our way down to the next map. Now for this one, this is a very unique level. This is a time-based thing, so do not waste any time in the start here. Work your way straight on through. You don't have to worry about getting coins or anything like that, just run. Make sure you clear this area. I believe it's by 250. If you're after that, you are too late. You need to make it through that first area and this section here. Once you get to the end of this section, as long as you are above 250 with time remaining, you're good. You will get the secret exit. This level actually has 3 exits. Maybe I'll make a short about that because it's unique. It's the only level with 3 separate exits. And they're all time-based, basically. Time and coins, I should say. So there's that one. Now we are on to the second and last level here in this area. There we go. You can fly through most of this level as well. I lost my Yoshi there because I was attempting to land early enough to eat that turtle, but I just did not get my moves off in time. Skip past most of this. There we go, checkpoint. This level is pretty easy too if you have the feather, so you can just kind of float. It's a little bit trickier otherwise since you have to kind of slow down, but played it safe here and let the turtles move out of my way. A little bit more platforming. Bad timing on my part. Fortunately, I had the extra feather, so not a big deal. And here we are. Now, instead of the top here, this level's kind of confusing because technically the arrows point you to where the secret exit is, but if you don't realize it, you'll go to the top exit, which does nothing. If you skip past that up onto this ledge and then fly beyond it, you'll find a second checkpoint here, or I guess endpoint. There you go. And that was it for the secret levels here. We're going to be working our way now to where Bowser is. Alright, now we're on to secret exits 17, 18, and 19 in this area. This one obviously being 17. This area here is very easy, but if you're in a rush, you might get hit by some of those little bats coming down from the ceiling. So it's worth it to just take your time. It really only takes a few extra seconds to slow it down. And once you get through this area and into this pipe here, I did fast forward this because it's monotonous. I mean, it's just running forward, but you have to constantly wait for this to go up and down. So I'm cranking through this at 175% speed just to save us all a little bit of time here. Once you work your way through this little section here, the danger zone, I guess, we'll be going to another area with a similar concept to it, where the floor comes up from the ground and crushes you against the ceiling. This area here is very easy. Just take your time. If you're in a rush, you will probably die. I don't know how many times I tried to sneak my way through by sliding underneath, and if you just mess it up by a tiny bit, you will die. So you'll just have to keep redoing it. Just have the patience, make your way through. Once you get to this section here, you can pretty much just run right to the end. I could have made it there. I panicked a little bit, so I came back. We'll go ahead and skip this now up to the top, and as soon as you get into this pipe, you'll see what I mean. You're going to fall down and land on the ground, which is instantly going to start rising towards you. If you have your feather here, you can just run and fly like I did. If you do not, once the floor gets all the way to the ceiling, you can actually just jump off the floor straight up to where I am now. Grab yourself the key, and there's the keyhole, and that is secret exit number 17 done. Now the ghost house right beside it is secret exit 18. Work your way through the first area here. Also fairly simplistic, especially if you're patient. You'll notice I almost took a hit there because I'm just not patient. Now this part you have to be quick. Once you hit this P, you have to run to your right fairly quickly. You don't want to waste any time here. And then all the way to the end of this hallway. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate doors. The fifth door is the secret exit. The third door is the normal exit. Once you come through the last door, grab this P switch. Work your way into this room here. And this box here is going to use the coins, which you can direct by your directions that you're holding on the controller. So I steer this up a little bit. There you go again. You can see my head. That's up. And now I had to bring it back because I didn't realize I had already passed underneath. And I jumped into this little hole here because I did not line them up properly. If you can't make that jump, you can always restart it and line that up to where the blocks lead right into that hole, so you do not have to jump. And now for the final regular level secret exits. This is number 19. There's 5 additional that I'll be showcasing here in just a second. This is the last standard level. Up onto this vine. Grab this Yoshi here. You absolutely need the Yoshi to do this secret exit. So if you lose him by accident, you're going to have to do it again. You have to bring him with you right to the end of the level. I kind of cheat my way up here. If you just fly along the ceiling, you can really just skip a lot of it. And if you keep your momentum up, you can actually continue to fly from there, and even from here, although I lost it in the middle. But from here, I just fly up and over again, skip past that. This section here can be tricky. I lost my flight by accident, so I had to do it the hard way. Jump your way over, and right here, be wary of that boulder. I cannot tell you how many times that thing has caught me in the air and I lost Yoshi. Now, you needed him for that, so you can get the key to put it in the keyhole. And that is the final regular level special exit, or secret exit. Now we're going to go to Star Road. This is the first Star Road level here. You can literally just come straight down on this right wall, like I did here. And you'll find the key right here, next to the keyhole. Very quick level. We'll move our way up to Star Road level 2. Here we are. Now this one's pretty nice for free lives. If you just push your way all the way through, you get the star, you can keep killing these fish like I did. And if you're quick about it, you'll make it to this next box that you can hit, which is another star. So you won't even lose the star, you can just continue your kill spree, basically. Now I'm at the point to where I get free lives. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I believe, right here. Nope, just the 7th. I missed the top one. Once you clear these guys and the sleeping dudes, make sure you drop underneath this ledge here. Don't go in that pipe. That's the regular exit. The secret exit, you just have to swim along this little ledge underneath all the way to the end, and you'll find the key and keyhole right there on this ledge. That was Star Road 2's secret exit. Now we're on our way up to Star Road level 3. Right here on the right side. This is a very simple level. If you're quick, you can literally just fly up right away. I killed the cloud guy there just to avoid having to worry about him. And just right there. There you go. This block has the key, and the keyhole was on the right, I'm sure you already saw. That was Star Road 3's secret exit. So now we're at, that was 23 or 22 secret exits total. This is 23 right here. If you have Yoshi, this is a very simplistic level. Just grab a blue turtle shell so you can fly, and you can just fly your way all the way across the level. I actually swapped my turtle shell out here since I got stalled by those flying turtles, just to be safe. There's plenty of blue turtles though, so don't worry about it too much. Drop underneath here, and I continue to fly along the bottom because it's just the least amount of things you have to worry about. And you'll notice these blocks here if you filled them in already, otherwise you'll have to fly to this edge. And there is the key and keyhole, and onto the very final Star World level 5, and the final secret exit. This one is pretty nice if you get the coins worked out correctly. I made a mistake here when I was doing it, and then I accidentally dropped, so I had to do the whole level like normal, but if you time this out and get those coins just right, you can run, jump, and fly off the end of them, and you'll basically skip all the way to the end. You'll notice as I do it, I jumped just a split second too late and had already run off, so I drop below, work my way across these guys, and once you get to this little section here, we got one more little area of platforms, and then we're going to have to work our way upwards when you see these pipes here. So I'm an idiot, and I accidentally did my tailspin there, jumped off Yoshi, which meant I ended up losing him and he's gone. But clear this little section here on the right, and then catch yourself enough momentum to fly. Fly straight up and land on top of this. You'll see the key and keyhole there, but you have to enter all the way on the left side. So work your way all the way over. Drop down and just float slowly so you can easily make it into that little compartment. And you'll have to sprint and then slide underneath these blocks unless you're small, like if you took a hit somehow right as you fell in, which I don't even know how that's possible. Run all the way across there, grab the key, there's the keyhole, and there you go. That is all 24 secret exits in Super Mario World.